Today I'm going to talk to you about something that many people have been warning would happen to people. And I haven't really seen anyone report that this has indeed happened. Of course, I admit I don't exactly look very hard. But a lot of people have been saying that the snowflakes, the ones that are, need a coloring book and a kitten and to be protected from the world, and probably their parents even made it a point to argue 3 states over because, it's really important that our children not learn social interactions beyond Disney, I guess, that these people, whenever they hit the real world, that they're going to discover that they can't do things like find jobs. So I'm going to tell you the story of the snowflake at the convention last weekend. Well, the one girl was next to me on her table, and we are talking a fantastic artist. I was blown away by the detail and the imagination and just the glory of her artwork. So that through the weekend, we were table mates, and it was really nice to say hello. And she wasn't like overly friendly, but if somebody came to my table and they were looking for original artwork or whatever, I would direct them to her table. She even hugged me at one point over the matter. She was so thankful. Oh, the love. Bluebirds were singing and bunnies were hopping by and unicorns were on the hills standing in front of rainbows posing going, yeah! And it was just glorious. It was a really loving Disney-fied moment, totally Kodak. Yeah, so she asked me for advice on how to break into book cover and illustration. Now, I was more than happy to help her with that because I've only had spent many years paying the bills and working hard doing this. By the way, I retired recently. Yay! So I was happy to help out. So we traded information. We traded contact information, and we're on our way leaving the convention to go home. And she asks me, do I have a Facebook? Now, I'm really careful when it comes to Facebook. And so I said to her, I don't know, my Facebook's really political. You may not want to go there. How about my Instagram? My Instagram is happy and chirpy and there's nothing, it's very happy place. And she said, oh, your Facebook's political. Well, then you and I may not be so different after all. That statement, okay, just pause and examine that statement because that's what she said. And it's basically saying she had already decided that her and I had vast differences without hardly knowing a thing about me. I mean, her and I could have been soulmates for all she knew. Her and I could have had the exact same story ideas, the same taste in pizza and loved the same TV shows and absolutely loved freaking cargo pants together. And but she had already decided that we were different. I'm guessing because of age, because, don't trust anybody over 37. So but my response when I hear something like that is, I don't know. It will depend on who did you vote for? And she says to me, Hillary? And she was really embarrassed to say it, or perhaps she was afraid that I was going to Hulk out and start smashing windows, Hulk smash. I don't know. But that isn't what I wasn't really interested in whether or not she voted for Hillary. I was interested in how safe it was to let her on my page. Was I safe? So it wasn't important that she voted for Hillary, and the election is over. It doesn't fucking matter if somebody voted for Johnson. It doesn't matter if somebody wrote Bernie on the ballot. The election is over. So when the poor girl told me, that she voted for Hillary, and the proper response is, I don't care, because I don't. And so I said to her, I don't care, okay? But if you don't care who I voted for, then we probably are not so different after all. And here's where the point to my story, the climax, the stunning moment, this is where it occurs. I have to tell you, suddenly, in 2 seconds, it was like she went from mature young woman on her own to kindergartner with a corncob up her ass. Her face twisted, and I saw all of her little fangs as she made this complete curled lip look of disgust. She shied away from me, and she said, and I'm going to quote, I'm still carrying through with my professional discourse. I said to her, but contact me and I'll help you out. It's important to note here that I had already discussed with her someone that I know that is looking for a children's book illustrator. I was going to line her up for this job and that would totally get her into the business. I was telling her, go ahead and contact me and I'll get a hold of that person. While I'm saying that, she makes another sound because the thought of contacting me further just completely filled her with revulsion. And she turned her body from me because she wanted to run away that badly. I am not even exaggerating. It was so pathetic to watch this transformation into this infantile snowflake melt there in the corridor of the convention hall lobby. Now, here's the point to me telling all of this. I am holding her business card in my hands. You can't see it because currently I'm a cartoon for you. It's a beautiful card. It's got some really interesting artwork on it. And there's just so much talent here that you can't see it because, again, I'm a cartoon, but perhaps you can hear it. That's me throwing her business card away. I don't know who my clients vote for unless they tell me and we end up in a good discussion. They don't always vote along with me, and I don't care. I have helped people publish books with some political leanings that were so against me that I just professionally put my head down and plugged on because freedom of speech. This is the professional way to handle it. You fucking mature up. Seriously, you fucking mature up. When this snowflake did what she did, she immediately invalidated herself. There is absolutely no way I can professionally give an honest recommendation. I believe in UFOs and aliens and flying saucers. I don't believe in lying. That kind of attitude is caustic, chases people away, stops projects from getting done. It matters how you carry yourself. It matters how you handle your prejudices. Everyone has prejudices. I, for one, prefer mechanical pencils over sharpened ones. I am blown away by this snowflake. And so I have made this really long video as a lesson. It is such a shame. So much talent turned out to be such a small-minded little pinhead. I voted for Trump.